Hello guys, welcome to Future Women. So this is going to be my series on SEO fundamentals, where I'm going to explain you what are the important things that you should keep in mind while implementing different SEO strategies and different important things. Like that's why I have written here that the best practices, like best practices which are used in the market to implement the different SEO strategies. So today I'm going to start with the metadata. And in metadata, there are two important factors. First is SEO title tag and second is SEO description tag. Writing a SEO title tag and writing a SEO description tag is a very crucial and very important thing in the SEO scenario. Actually, it can help your users to click on your particular link. If you had done different SEO strategies, you had done on page, you had done off page, and now by doing all these things, your page is finally ranking on the page, first page. But what is there in your title tag and in your description tag going to define that whether the people, like the user, is going to click on your link and go to the site or not? So that's why these two things are very important. So first we start with the SEO title tag. So I actually make a proper list or the proper notes I have created here, so that you can it will be easy for me to just explain it to you. So in a SEO title tag, there are one important thing that all the people or all the SEOs keep very focused on. That is a keyword. That how you should use a keyword in SEO title tag, and whether even using a keyword is a factor now for your on-page strategy. So before starting with that question, let me explain you that what is the SEO title tag. SEO title tag is often used on a SCRP to display a preview snippet for a given web page. So it will be displayed on a SCRP for any keyword and any keyword user actually search for. And title and the thing is, the question we keep on asking that whether the title tag should contain a keyword that user is searching for. My answer is yes, it should be, but not a hard and fast rule. The rule is your title should be actually justifying the searcher's query. Like if search is searching for a particular thing, your title should actually give a result for that query, and that is most important thing. And while using a keyword, very important thing is, and the most important factor while using a keyword, using a keyword in a title tag is the keyword. When you are using a keyword, the word title tag should become a conversational in nature. It should not become like you are stuffing the keyword in the title tag. If you keep on stuffing the keyword in the title, it will give a bad signal for Google. That's the first thing. And even the user don't like to write a title tag which is stuffed, like title tag where the particular keyword is stuffed in so much way that you just feel like, oh no, this seems spammy. So just don't do it. Third is character limit. How much character limit, what exact character limit should be while writing a title tag? To be honest, there is no like 60 to 70 is fine. But it's not that character limit. Whenever we talk about character limit, we talk about the characters. But it is more of how much pixel Google see as a title. Like for current, 5 and 12 is a pixel number which Google actually look for when showing a title. So it is, you will have to keep on checking what is exact current scenario is, because based on that things will be changing, and based on that you will just make an Excel sheet of all the pages you will have, and just write down the page, the title of the page, link, and in front of that just write down the character limit. So when Google changes its policies, or when Google changes like minute in time, it will change based on the user, satisfy user. It may change the different pixel numbers and character limits, that you just can optimize your site based on that. So just keeping that thing in mind. Now I'm going to talk about SEO description tag. What is the SEO description tag and how you can optimize your site based on that. SEO description tag. It is also known as a meta description tag or SEO meta description tag. It is a short snippet that is shown under your search result within a Google search result. So basically, when any user search for this particular keyword, your site if is ranking in the first page, the first thing user will able to see is a meta tag, and below that there will be meta description. So what ideally we do, we write a meta description based on the user query or based on the kind of keywords we are targeting for. So whatever keywords we are targeting for, keeping that in mind, we write a meta description. So first and most important thing while writing a meta description is write a meta description as an ad copy, because writing a meta description it has nothing to do with ranking. Like, it has some sort of importance for ranking, but the whole ranking perspective, like whole Google algorithm is not going to wholly depend on your meta description. There are many factors. There are 200 factors which, like, if you are you are in the SEO industry and you are reading a different articles, you will find that there are not less than 200 factors which Google consider for ranking any particular page. So meta description is not only factors. There are many other factors. But what meta description can help you with? It is help you with when you somehow manage to rank in the first page, you are able to make user to click on your site. That is the thing which is very important while writing a meta description tag. And while writing meta description, you just keep in mind that meta description should keep, like, there are standard and best practices out there, whichever keyword you are using, keep in mind that the keyword you have used keyword in meta tag first time. Now do it in this way. Use a variation of keyword in a meta description. This is the first thing. While using you can use a meta description in the first keywords meta description in the starting, and you can use another variation of meta description keyword in the description also. And third is, you try to write a meta description in such a way that person must feel person should feel like you should click on the meta description. So there you can write as an ad copy, and for that you study different ad copies, how paid ad we write an ad copy, something right there, something which feels like, okay, this results is going to solve all the queries. But apart from that, there are two important things you should know about a meta description. That even if you have written a meta description, it doesn't guarantee that all the time your meta descriptions only going to show in the result page. Many of us got confused, and even when I was working on those particular meta description tag, I got confused sometimes that why my meta description is not showing for the particular keyword. But this is not the thing. This is not how it works. According to Google, look, first important thing is, for Google, who is most important is a user. Their whole business is based on satisfying the user. If they are not able to satisfy the user, then the person who is actually relying on the Google services will look for other options. There are other search engines available, DuckDuckGo, Bing and Yandex. Those search engines are available there in the market. So what Google want to satisfy their user in any condition. It's not about how they are going to satisfy the creators. They're all about how they are going to satisfy the users. So even I have written a meta description for the particular title, it doesn't guarantee. There are two options available. There are two ways Google show the meta descriptions. First is based on the keyword and based on the user search query. So what happened exactly? When any user search for a particular keyword, and Google search for all the results which they are having with them. Okay, so if they find that the your or my meta description is matching to the search intent of the users, then what Google will do, it will just show the results based on meta description. So in the meta description, which whatever you have written, it will be shown on the first page of the Google. But in another scenario, if my meta descriptions is not containing the particular keyword, or that meta description is not actually showing is not connecting with the search intent of the searchers, then what Google will do, Google will scan through the whole article and look for the keywords or variation of the keywords that mostly or most probably resembles with the concept or resembles with the query of the keyword or user. And based on that, Google many times it will happen, and you will observe in the while you're applying different strategies, that many times Google will show the different meta description which is not written by you. So most of the times based on whether Google able to justify the user query. So this thing you'll have to keep in mind. That's why you just how to optimize for it. You will just have to check according for article you have written, there are for how many keywords it is ranking, and based on that, just to distinguish important keywords for it ranking, and write a meta description that should be not directly but somehow manages to justify the search intent of the using that particular query. So this is the most important thing. And the third thing that we all talk about is what should be the length of meta description. Now it again applies same as a meta tag. It's going to be the same, but the character limits will be 150 to 160 character, but that too based on the pixel. It's not that the character limit will be always going to remain the same. You'll have to keep on checking what is the current standard character limit, and that you have to keep on doing it. So, but importantly, you can write from 50 to 160 character. You can write for say 70 word, you can write a meta description of 70 words or 110 words or 160 words. The thumb rule here is try to optimize meta description using the maximum character limit possible. And why it is so? Because it is a simple rule. Like you are getting a 150, for example, 150 or 160 characters to write a meta description. So it is basically online real estate. On the search SERP, search engine result page, the first page, you are getting this 150 to 160 character limits. It means this is the real estate you are getting. Now, if you end up writing a 50 character meta description, it means you are losing that real estate. It's simple game. The bigger the real estate you are getting, the more chances that the person who is going to see that first page will be able to, your meta description will able to get noticed when you will have a bigger space there available. So if you are getting a highest 150-160 character of meta description length, then you should not lose out those real estate. If you lose, it will be lost for you only. So there are different ways you can write meta description, and for that I will make a different video. That is not the topic for right now, but this is how you should optimize your meta description and try to optimize for a highest length. So this is what SEO title tag and meta description tag fundamentals are all about, and these all are the best practices you should implement in your SEO strategy. If you are having any question regarding this, or if you think I have not covered something, you just comment in the comment box and let me know what I should be covering in the next video. And if you get benefit out of it, then please let me know by subscribing to my channel, and I will be keep updating different videos on SEO fundamental series. I started with the metadata. I will start with different topics on SEO fundamentals. So keep on checking my channel Future Omen, and you will get updated on all the latest updates of SEO. Thanks.